Hi and welcome to this auto-emotional presentation for a very mean and menacing looking Audi TT. This particular example, which as you can see is in absolutely fabulous condition, is presented on a 2007 in Phantom Black Metallic with a few choice auto-emotional upgrades and aesthetic cosmetic tweaks to make it stand out from its fellow compatriots out on the streets here in the UAE. This particular car has been very well maintained, and as you can see, the gloss black grille, a trademark now of the Auto-Emotional stables. With the S-Line badges, this car comes with factory xenon headlights and the gloss black theme has also been extended to those alloy wheels, hiding of course the red calipers from any angle. Then the great lines of the TT just make it seem as though it's moving even when it stands still. It's got a lovely hench stance to it with the bulging arches and the lovely design features such as these lights here. The penmanship really was good, and it's carried on through to what has turned out to be a remarkably well-selling vehicle, especially in this S-Line guise here. The integrated indicators onto the wing mirrors as well. As you can see, it really looks as though it's ready to pounce, and the handling on these cars is just phenomenal. Really a very special vehicle, this one. Lots and lots of gadgets and gizmos on the inside, which we will be going through, and probably the best color combination we feel with the Phantom Black over the red electric leather interior, which again is in fabulous condition. Great little car. Even from the rear, it's got a busy rear end with that twin exit exhaust, that low level fog light, giving it that racing look and feel. You've also got the high level third brake light and that retractable spoiler. Of course, being the facelift, it's got a few nice touches in regards to the lighting and the curvature, that trademark alloy petrol flap there, just recently been tinted, and rear defroster glass there as well, and that shark fin style aerial. Pop the boot just to show you how practical this little vehicle is. Despite its small footprint, you've got a huge tailgate that opens up to reveal a cavernous boot for such a small vehicle. On the inside then, lots of space, huge battery, ensuring the car starts, stops and goes as it should. Original toolkit there and the cargo net. As well as that, you've also got this parcel shelf which marries up to this parcel shelf here, another just beautifully designed feature. When it closes, it looks like one solid piece, but you can of course pull these toggles out and this gets dropped down. And as well as that, the back seats too, simple catch, and it just lays down flat, so you do actually get a huge amount of load area on this car, despite its gorgeous little shape. On the inside then, you're really treated to the best of the best. Curvy, gripping, red leather electric seats make for what feels like being in a cockpit more than anything else. Space there in the rear for two little occupants for sure. And of course all electric seats, which as you can see are fully operational, including even electric lumbar support on the passenger side. And this cabin does have some very nice features, which we'll demonstrate when I jump into the driver's seat. Of course, an auto-emotional vehicle, number 358. Even the red accents carrying through to the door cards there with the brushed silver trim. And the reason why this particular vehicle is in such good condition, see if I can demonstrate, we've got a huge amount of paperwork. Not only have you got the original service book there from Audi with the appropriate stamps and writing coming through, but you've also got a very, very large file of receipts. Past the warranty period, it was only at Max Garage, well known here in Dubai. Prior to that, of course, all Al Nabuda, and I mean, you've got receipt over receipt over receipt. There's probably about 30,000 dirhams worth of receipts here, which goes to show that this vehicle has always had lavish care and attention bestowed upon it. So let's jump into this Audi and reveal some of the gadgets and gizmos. There are in fact 2 keys coming with the vehicle, both of which are remote central locking. The car of course starts on the button. You'll see all the lights come on as intended and then go out as intended as well. Starting the vehicle up, you close the door and you know you're in a car that's built of quality and that German craftsmanship that's second to none. Beautiful free revving engine with a raspy engine note. Lets you know you're in something very special. Now, car's just been valeted, so I won't drop the glass all the way down, but suffice to say it's fully working. That gives you an indication of the level of tinting. Quite dark from the outside, yet of course fully legal. You've also got the electric mirrors, that being the drivers and that being the passengers. I'm going to demonstrate the A.C.E straight away because it's absolutely baking and this one works so very well. Now of course you can't feel it, but you're certainly going to be able to hear it if I crank it all the way up. Oh, instant relief. We can turn it down now slightly. Great AC on this car. Thank the Lord for that. You've also got the xenon headlights, which will pop on the fog lights to demonstrate those as we just finally wrap up and we pop out the vehicle. That of course changes the illumination on the cluster. A bit hard to see here in the gorgeous UAE sunlight. We've also got the adjustable steering column, which has a lever here to make it more comfortable for your driving position. This comes with a flat bottom steering wheel, which really does add to that feeling of punching through the gears, and that sublime Audi TT chassis really does make for a great driver's car. The aluminium accents as well, just absolutely beautiful touches on this vehicle. You've got the cruise control stalk there, which you can set the cruise control on, cancel, resume, increase, decrease the speed as well. Great sound system on this vehicle as well. Change the mode of what's coming through on this upgraded double DIN system, which we'll get to in a second. Instrument cluster is very clear and you've got all the information to hand as and when required. It's a car that really engages with the driver and makes you feel as though you've achieved something just by being in the vehicle and driving it. That beautiful engine as well is mounted to this seamless gearbox. Not only do you have of course the normal drive mode, you can then switch it across for Triptronic and you can engage the gears yourself. There you can see I can just push it through and it's engaged onto first, and then coming down you can also switch it into sports mode, which will bind the revs and give you a much more throaty engine note as well as slightly more binding performance. And you can also upgrade the suspension. The you see sports mode is on and it will increase the firmness of the dampers, so taking those corners makes for a much more enjoyable ride. You've got the rear spoiler, which can be deployed from the touch of a button. You can switch the ESP off if you really are feeling in a sporty like mode, and of course you've got these paddle shifts which really do make for great driving as you're coming into a corner or you're just feeling energetic. The car, the chassis really does handle whatever you can throw at it. It's a gorgeous cabin and it's just had this upgraded double DIN system there with lots of toys and ancillaries, as you can see: radio, GPS, Bluetooth, auxiliary, multimedia. You can even hook a TV up to this thing. Just select what you want and it will go into further menus such as playing a DVD. Connect up your iPod and USB. The leads are in the glove box, so simply pop in your iPhone, iPod or USB stick and it's going to read all your music, even on an external SD card as well. The GPS, however, is one of the best features of this thing. It's current, it's up to date. You can pop out this little GPS card and get updates for life for free. It's fully integrated and touch ready, and of course it's all integral onto the steering column there. As you can see, as I'm increasing the volume, it's going to increase there on the system as well. And of course that God-saving AC, which is absolutely ice cold on this vehicle, with lots of features. You can turn the temperature down and increase the blower motor, AC on, off, recirculating, and of course the auto setting as well. This really is a vehicle that's been absolutely cherished and is in fabulous condition. Even the interior lights have been upgraded to LEDs, just to let you know. It's a car that's going to be very hard for its current owner to part with, yet it's come to that point in its life where someone else is going to benefit from the huge amount of servicing and that fabulous spec. As you can see there, the factory xenons and the fog lights on now. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2007 Audi TT in phantom black over the red electric leather interior with double DIN, sat-nav radio, DVD, TV facility, Bluetooth. You can even hook up reversing camera and external screens to it, USB, iPod, iPhone reader. It's got the beautiful gearbox there with not only the drive but the sports, Triptronic and paddle shift mode. It's the S-Line variety with the deployable rear spoiler. It's freshly tinted, great looking aesthetics with the color coded front, gloss black grille, gloss black alloy wheels and red calipers, in absolutely fabulous condition. We know that this one's not going to be around for long, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this presentation by AUTOEMOTIONAL.